Hi everyone, I'm Surya. Have you ever wondered what actually happens behind the scene when you click a button, search for a product, or add an item to your cart on your app? Every single interaction you make generates data. Companies collect this data as a logs using web SDKs and tools like Firebase Analytics or Salesforce. But how the data travels from your phone screen to company's internal servers without crashing? That's where streaming ingestion comes in. Instead of waiting hours to collect data, we stream it instantaneously using platforms like Apache Kafka, Amazon Kinesis, or Google PubSub. Think of it like a continuous plumbing system for data, rushing it into companies' backend in real time. Once the data is flowing through Kafka or Kinesis, it enters the stream processing layer. This is where magic happens. Using frameworks like Apache Flink or Kafka Streams, companies run live machine learning models directly on the moving data. The input is your click, and the output is an immediate action. This is exactly how banks catch credit card frauds the second it happens, and how apps give you instantaneous, personalized recommendations while you're still scrolling. Next up, storage. But one size doesn't fit all. In a modern architecture, data goes to three different places depending upon how fast we need it. First is the OLTP layer, online transaction processing. For structured, critical data like updating your bank balance, we use reliable databases like PostgreSQL or MySQL. For unstructured, fast scaling data, we use NoSQL like Cassandra or DynamoDB. Second, the cache layer. Social media apps like Instagram need to show your feed instantaneously. They use high speed caching layer like Redis to store temporary data in memory, giving you immediate responses. Third, the data lake. What about the massive raw data? Petabytes of JSON files, images, videos, and raw logs get dumped into data lake built on cloud storage like AWS, GCP, or Azure Block. It's cheap, massive, and holds everything in its raw form. Now, data lakes are great, but they can be messy. To make sense of it all, we move and clean the data, loading it into data warehouse like Snowflake or BigQuery. What's the main difference? The data lake is your raw storage, and the data warehouse holds highly structured, sparkling clean data. This clean data is actually what data analysts use to build powerful dashboards in Power BI and Tableau, giving exclusively the business metrics they needed to make decision. Finally, how do you keep this massive machine learning smoothly? How do we keep this massive machine running smoothly? We need a conductor to automate the pipeline and make sure data moves from lake to warehouse on time, whether whether it's every minute, every week, or every month. We use orchestration tools like Apache Airflow or Daxter. And to make sure nothing breaks, we use monitoring tools like Prometheus and Grafana. Prometheus acts like a doctor, constantly checking the system's pulse and collecting performance metrics, while Grafana turns these metrics into beautiful real-time dashboards. Engineers can spot healthy systems issue. So engineers can spot system health issues before they become problem. Now, none of this software can run in a vacuum. Underneath all these layers sits the unsung hero, the cloud infrastructure foundation. Whether a company uses AWS, Google's Google Cloud or Azure, this foundation handles the heavy lifting. It provides the computer it provides the computer power, manages the networking so it provides the computer power, manages the networking so services can securely talk to each other via APIs and use containerization tools like Docker and Kubernetes to deploy applications seamlessly. Plus, it keeps everything locked down with right security and governance ensuring encryption, access control, and data privacy are the active at are active at every single step of the pipeline. So, why do companies invest millions of dollars building this massive complex infrastructure? It all boils down to business value. A modern data architecture isn't just an engineering flex. It's the ultimate engineer, it's the ultimate engine for a company's success. When your data flow flawlessly, leadership makes better decisions faster. Operations become highly optimized, dropping infrastructure cost. It transforms the customer experience by delivering personal, real-time interactions and opens the door for engineering team to launch innovative new products. Ultimately, data architecture is what gives a modern company its competitive advantage in digital world.